Hi, thanks for stopping by. In this and other videos, I answer the question that I think that should be discussed before you, the seller, sign on the dotted line of a long-term listing contract that you can't cancel, that locks you into paying huge fat commissions because you were told that's normal. Well, it's not normal, it's not customary, and it's not necessary. Of course, that's my opinion, so perhaps I should explain who I am and how I got this way, and how I'm different from other realtors. Early in 1978, nearly 40 years ago, I was 6 months in the business. I had sold nothing, no listings, no buyers. My new career so far was a big fat zero. It was late at night and I was in the office preparing for another listing appointment the next morning. It's nearly midnight and into the office walks the top salesman, Jim. He was a real rock star, sold more homes than the entire office together. He asked me what I'm doing so late and how's it going and that sort of stuff. I told him about my zero results, and he offers to help me rehearse for my morning appointment. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was tense and perspiring profusely, but he told me to relax, and we got started. 2 minutes later, into my rehearsed presentation, Jim cuts me off and tells me that's all wrong. Get your pad and take some notes. You know, up until then, I thought I had a pretty good presentation, although I didn't have any positive results. I knew I was a good communicator. Everyone told me I was a natural, and I thought I was doing everything right, or so I thought. Yet later, I'd follow up and find out that the seller had listed with someone else. That night with Jim, I realized that I'd been doing it all wrong. My presentation was like everyone else's, cookie cutter and canned. I sounded the same as everyone else, telling sellers what I thought they wanted to hear. Same comparable sales, same closing questions to get them to sign now. Same. It was all horrible. Jim taught me that I should tell, not sell. Up until then, I was always selling. Jim said, tell, don't sell. To be a teacher, a guide, to focus on the seller's needs, uncover and discover their needs and goals, and then show them how to get what they want. If ever I was telling the client what I thought they wanted to hear, I was going to be in trouble with the real estate gods. The truth is good enough. Only talk about options that work. Truth and full disclosure is the only way to really earn a new client's business. This was amazing stuff 40 years ago. Jim convinced me to tell the seller in the morning, my morning appointment, hey, I'm brand new, I haven't sold any real estate yet I'm the best guy to list your house and I'm going to sell it. And I'll show you how I'm going to do it and you'll see how I'm different from everyone else. Well, that next morning, I got my first listing. I sold it, and in the next 6 months, I sold over $1 million in real estate and joined the $1 Million Club, which in 1978 was a very big deal. Everyone calls me a great salesman. They still do. And my reply is, even today, I just tell the truth and everything else falls in place. Anyway, that night I realized it's not enough to be a good agent or a neighborhood expert. There's lots of good and great agents, but the fact is that often sellers still don't choose the best agent because they don't get the right information. And they pay way too much. I call them fat commission deals, when it just isn't necessary. So what makes me different, you ask? Here are the big three. First, when you call me, you get me. When you work with Rick, you get Rick. Not an assistant, not an intern, not a staff, not someone that's on my team. I think that's important, and here's why. By far, the most calls that come, most of the calls on your property are going to come from the MLS or the internet. Rarely will someone call and assign. When my phone rings, it's showtime. How calls are handled can make or break a showing or a purchase offer. It takes only one serious buyer to get your house sold. And that's why who answers the phone is very, very, very important. Many brokers have a system that they call floor time, or who's up. It's just like a car lot. You drive onto the lot, the next guy that's up has the job to keep you on the lot and to get all your information. It's identical to what happens when the phone rings in a real estate office. Whoever is on duty or up takes the call. It could be one of 20, 80, or 300 agents, doesn't matter. The phone rings and someone that's never met you or seen your home gets the call and they represent you. This is not good. It happens every single day. That incoming call is a lead. And the first objective is to collect the caller's information. If the floor guy who has never seen your home decides that your home is not suitable for the caller, they get switched to something else or someone else on the team. Floor time is a lead generation process. Most marketing for real estate, for homes, is to develop leads for something else. It's lead generation, that's what it is. I think you're better off having someone take the call that's actually met you, been in your home, took the pictures, and has a financial incentive to sell your house. When my phone rings, I know it's for me. It's Rick Felder's number on the sign and all over the internet. I personally answer each and every call because it's important. See my video, listing badasses and neighborhood specialists, and you'll see how the average agent handles incoming calls. Second thing that makes me different, I don't sell, I tell. I inform. I'm a great informer, a teacher. I operate with the belief that if you honestly present folks with the facts, describe all their options, provide accurate market data, just tell the truth, most clients will do the right thing and will make the correct choices. By inform, I don't mean that I come with charts and graphs and tedious presentations. I don't do that. I don't have any PowerPoint or online presentations on my laptop that tell you how great I am. I don't tell you what you want to hear. That's what the average agents do. The result of the average agents is an MLS bloated with overpriced or poorly represented properties. If you don't think that's true, go to Realtor.com, enter your zip code, and see all the listings in your area that you're competing with. Crazy prices, horrible marketing, and listings where the seller got sold on a fancy presentation. Also, check out my video, How to Trick a Seller in 30 Minutes Flat, and you'll see what happens in many listing presentations, where sadly, sellers get sold by impressive PowerPoint presentations, fancy marketing plans intended to get the listing, not to sell a house. Also, check out my video called Dude, Where's My Buyer? I debunk agent claims of how they attract buyers. There's a real estate agent today I heard on the radio with a huge radio campaign claiming to have 350 buyers and they all want your home. Right. She has a team of folks to handle all the incoming calls. Those are leads. Because her ads have an incredible wow appeal. Don't laugh. I promise not to try and wow you. I'm just not a wow guy. I'm just not good at wow. I don't have any PowerPoints, no manipulation, just facts, no selling or convincing. With Rick, you get 36 years of experience in good and bad markets. I focus on getting you the most money for your home by executing a marketing plan that gets it sold and closed, exceeding your expectations, and not charging you bloated commissions that others try to extract from you, which is really just a transfer of your assets to someone else's checking account. Am I the only guy that has it figured out? No, not at all. There are many good and great agents, and those great agents are like Verizon or AT&T, competing with each other with similar services, dial tones, similar marketing, similar dial tones, similar fees. So the third way I'm different is that I'm the great agent with reasonable fees. I don't charge my clients for anything that doesn't sell your home any quicker or for more money. My video, How to Trick a Seller in 30 Minutes Flat, it explains how I'm different and how I compete with the mega agents, so-called neighborhood specialists or experts. If your objective is to get your home sold with as little aggravation or hassle as possible, and if you don't want to pay huge commissions, I'm your guy. I can get that done, and I think you'll like me and the way I do business. I'm not one of the agents that'll say or do whatever it takes to impress you and to get you to sign on the dotted line. I know that sellers are busy, they're distracted, they have jobs and careers and kids to raise or homes to manage and family activities, a million things to worry about. So the difference with me is I save you all the hassle and aggravation. Check out all my videos on this site. Then maybe spend 5 minutes on the phone with me. And then when we get together, maybe 30 minutes of your time to get it all put together in just one place. And then I get to work and I get the job done. To wrap this video up, something amusing to share with you. Not long ago, I was invited to a Realtor seminar. The topic essentially was controlling sellers and getting the listing. I didn't go, but what was covered, according to the description of this seminar, was, advanced psychology, NLP techniques, neurobiology, hypnotic techniques, looking into the seller brain and finding out what makes them tick, how to make them like you, and then they will trust you. And wow, it was like all this mumbo jumbo about controlling people, and apparently nothing about selling real estate. Reminds me of a book that I bought when I was a young single guy. It guaranteed techniques to get the ladies to fall in love with me and sleep with me on the first date. Well, that never worked out the way it was supposed to, but I'm sure it sold a lot of books. It's like so-called listing agents. Be very careful of the guy or gal that says he has 10, 15, or 50 listings. That's a guy that really knows how to sell sellers. See my video, Dude, Where's My Buyer? I get into that phenomena. It's interesting. So, do you think that any of what I'm talking about makes sense? I've succeeded in up and down markets. None of what we see now is new to me. Market conditions are constantly changing, but the fundamentals of selling houses does not. I'm an expert at taking all of the factors relative to your house into account and getting your house sold. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a very long time. My experience in doing little things correctly, effective marketing, and dedication to quality service that exceeds your expectations, that's what produces a positive result for you. Hey, thanks again for stopping by. Take your time and check out more of my videos. You can click the tab at the top, or maybe even down below there'll be some links to some more videos. And if you know of anyone else that might enjoy this website, share it with them. Obviously, the point of my videos is to encourage you to call me. I'd like to speak with you about selling your home, and I promise no obligation, no pressure. Just a lot of information, and you can decide if you'd like to move forward. Totally up to you. Yes, you're welcome to call, text, or email me anytime with any questions. I'll see you soon. If not in the next video, maybe we can meet together and let's talk. Maybe we can meet at your kitchen table. Hey, have a really great day.